Okay, welcome back to Dialogic, where we're playing Deus Ex Machina. No, just Deus Ex. Mankind Divided. Or Dankind Divided. And this is part 4.
Mm-hmm. She lived long enough to grab his hand and then die.
This is very sad, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't make jokes about this.
This calls for sunglasses. What? That we can make emotions. A joke about. No one can see me cry. Never let them see you cry, man. Never let them see you cry.
Don't let them see the tears.
Praha. 30 hours after the train station bombing.
Hold on.
Oh boy. Okay, so augmentation malfunctions. Ah, yes.
Punch through wall.
The walkthrough that I definitely did not use spoke of this. He wakes up and his augmentations are crazy. Oh, she's talking.
A little sore, but I'll be alright. Are you okay? Are you okay?
No, I just fucking went through a fucking airport explosion. Fuck off.
Jesus, how fucked up is that to think, huh?
Oh my god. I just want to play the game. It's literally been like 15 minutes.
I know. It's like 10 minutes of just cutscenes, and you're like, what? Like, it did. My favorite part was that it like didn't allow you to push buttons.
Yeah.
You were hitting them, and it was just like, not yet. I have to tell you a story. Okay? Sit down.
I feel like trash.
Item
Because I
manipulation.
am trash. Oh, hey. See, he chews a lot of gum, so when he puts it in the trash, all his trash just sticks to the bottom, so it doesn't fall out.
You can tell when a player loses
Yeah.
immersion in a game, because as soon as they get back into the game at the point where they can interact again, they'll just do the first thing that shows up. So you just like sprint it over and you're like, pick up trash can, throw it on bed. Oh, finally I'm back.
Thank God. But what's this?
Crafting parts.
Crafting parts.
Non-specific crafting parts.
Way better than crafting shards, you know, when you're crafting for a while.
I mean, I
and
think
then it just
everyone would
comes
agree.
out.
Wow.
Oh, look,
I think everyone
he's
would agree
putting
with
together
that.
his PC.
Unanimously better.
Oh, yes, radio. That's just what I needed.
File box. Political ranting on the radio.
Door open.
Can you believe that all these
What's
cyborgs
this?
are taking our jobs?
Is this his own place? Why does he have so much, like, useful stuff just scattered around? Let's see, just leave that on, grab a bunch of painkillers.
Can't leave without the painkillers.
Oh, wait. Oh. Man, so much of his body is robot, but they made sure to leave his nips.
My misconception of how computers work makes me think that he'll electricity
heels,
and
though.
malfunction. This is bad.
Oh, fade to black. Oh, ooh. Steamy. All the parts, or he's still got all the human parts that he needs.
Future Michael slow-mo this with some sexy music. Oh my god. When I wipe my hand against the shower, I can see through it. Oh, what is this? It's almost like steam fogs up the glass or something.
Condensation.
It's a fancy toilet. Are those LG washers and dryers? I feel a product plug.
Hashtag LG. Whoop.
No, don't do that.
Shh. Open blinds. Whoop. Holy shit, I did that on accident, but this is pretty cool.
Landlord walks in, it's just like, are you serious again? Get down from the rafters!
Oh,
Gotta
I guess
hide
that
those
was the
emotions
cue
again.
to leave.
No, he got really emotional when he looked at that. He's like, gotta hide my feelings.
And how many trash cans does one guy have?
I don't know, but they're all movable.
And why
And
does he
isn't
have
that what matters?
multiple, like, do you just, like, walk into your home, whip out your wallet, and just shove cash into random areas in your house?
Yes. Yes.
Leave, please. Yeah,
This is
after 15 minutes of cutscenes, I want to fucking watch TV.
I
and
actually
fucking
don't
video
remember if this is a house or a hotel, based on what I was reading, but I think he's in, yeah, he should be in a house.
Speaking of, I'll just turn on the stove, make sure to leave that on for, you know, leaving for the next 40, 50 minutes.
Okay, so check the floorboards next to your bed for a stash that includes an ebook. Pocket Secretary, Square Enix Triangle Code,
Fuck plants.
and a file labeled JC Welcome Package, which includes a map that
Whoop.
indicates odd locations around Prague marked with a J symbol.
Floorboards in my house.
Yeah,
In my bedroom.
yeah, you know, floorboards. They're all over the place. Ooh, look, stash.
Oh.
You did
Welcome
it.
package. What's the Juggernaut initiative?
Welcome package. A
Feel
welcome
like-
package for JC Collective.
That 20 minutes of like talking was like explain to us what actually is going on.
Please be sure to call our 1-800 number for customer service help.
Fuck plant again. Fuck plants. Hate plants. I'm gonna go into my rafters and sulk.
That's why you bought plastic plants.
Plant sticks. Right, make sure to lock the door. Good. Oven's on. Excellent. Fuck garbage day. Whoa. There
Alright.
goes Jen's Adam again.
Okay, you're
just throwing
already
his
out of-
trash cans.
You're already out of the house.
I mean, I can go back in.
No, it's okay.
I'm gonna
okay.
hack into this lady's house while she's standing right there.
No, don't do
That's
it.
cool, right?
Don't do it. Remember, every action that you take in this game shapes your destiny, or
Right.
whatever.
Does it though?
As you leave your apartment, Jensen will call up his doctor. He seems to be having a bit of trouble with the local gangsters. And could probably use your help. All right, so go talk to your doctor. Go talk to your doctor.
Who's my
He called you.
doctor? He called me?
You should have. Maybe
How do I
maybe you have to
sprint
go
again?
farther down. Did you just throw a grenade? Did
Did
you just throw a grenade?
Excuse me?
What is wrong with you?
I don't remember the excuse me?
mhm.
Whoops, let's not put it away. Oh, yes. This looks like the gun I'm holding. Yep, okay. That's not okay. Yep. How do I do this again? No. What the? No.
Is that thing floating in the air? Is that trash bin
No.
floating in the air?
That's the
Are
one
you
that I
take?
threw
Why do you have
earlier.
your gun out?
Fuck, I keep shooting
What are you
accidentally.
doing?
I'm trying to put it away.
Holy crap, Steven.
Oh my god. I'm holding all.
Look at the controls
Oh,
again,
here
Steven.
we go. Leg silencers, glass shield cloaking, and then the right stick. There we go.
Okay.
No weapon.
Okay. Awesome. Good stuff. Good
It's
stuff.
fine. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna hack into this guy's apartment now.
No, dude. Okay.
I
Look,
just really want to
keep-
hack into somebody's apartment just to see what they have.
I hate this terrible representation of hacking.
Are you sure this isn't how it works?
Rotating folders.
No, rotating.
Access.
Oh man, I'm really bad at hacking.
Upload your photos. Share your status.
Hold on, I know just what to do.
Please
for
don't.
this.
Please
Whoop,
don't.
I took some absinthe.
Now you're gonna have a great time.
Great time. Shh. This is a sneaky stealth no-kill walkthrough.
Dude,
I feel great.
we actually are doing a stealth no lethal walkthrough. Why'd you just take a machine gun to that person's
Whoa.
house?
How do I fuck? This whole system's weird. Fucking
For all game
trash
developers,
cans.
just so you know, this is what happens when you take a player out of immersion for about 15 minutes. He suddenly feels like he needs to do
I need to
everything
have
that he
some
can.
agency. A water cooler. Only rich people have a whole jug of water in their house. Man, this is heavy. Fuck that.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Go back.
Mhm.
Look
Mhm.
there. Stainless steel refrigerator.
It's
That's
too
a symbol
heavy.
of status.
I'm weak.
Wait, so you can't open it?
Yeah.
You just
Nope.
picked up a 5-gallon jug of a 10-gallon jug
No,
of
I
water?
can
Is
either-
that 50 gallons?
He doesn't need to eat, so he only picks up and throws refrigerators. He doesn't actually use them.
Oh, okay. That's right.
How do I sprint again?
If I could be a cyborg, I would have all human parts except cybernetic stomach.
Hey, how's it going?
That's not
Excuse
true.
me. Okay, I'm sure they're cool.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone here is totally used to
Get
people
some
just barging into
ale.
their home.
Not just people, but Jensen specifically.
Yeah, exactly. He just does this. He does this on the reg.
I'm sure that's their password, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No, for some reason.
Attempts left. What happens when you? No, don't. I don't care. Just go. Come on. Let's continue on with the.
I
With
keep
the
trying to figure out how to sprint, and I can't.
you figured it out last time.
Did I?
Oh fuck, dude.
Is very excited.
All right, hold on, really quick.
Okay. Ding dong.
That was crazy.
All right. So yeah, welcome back.
We're not starting the episode there.
Oh.
That was terrible. No, you're right. No, you're right. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Whoa. Am I like?
We
just
paused
a
it for a second
fugitive?
there to eat for a minute, and then now we're back. Okay, so actually, Steven, I wanted to talk to you about something in going on in the medical community. So there's a debate with eponyms for for diseases and diseases and disorders. So basically,
ankles.
God, sorry. So basically, an eponym is for anyone who doesn't know, it's a proper noun or the name of a thing that takes the name of a person or sometimes a place, but usually a person. So the best examples are in medicine. Like if you think of Crohn's disease or Down syndrome, those are all, they're named after a person, right? And what's interesting is the debate that's going on is whether or not that's a good way to name diseases and disorders. Is after a person, and in this case, they're named after people who discovered the disease or the disorder, or who did such an extensive amount of research that whoever did discover it credited them with it because it couldn't have been done without them. So in the one camp, you have people in the medical community arguing that this is a good homage to history and a way to honor and reward people for their hard work and contributions to medical science. But on the other hand, you have people saying that it's not as useful, and the names aren't very descriptive. Now, as I understand it, this doesn't really apply too much to the layperson or patients, rather. So, like, I mean, if I called something spongiform encephalitis versus someone's last name, like, you know, if something was called like Stevens syndrome, me as a patient, I'm not going to know what the difference between those two things are. But I could see the argument for why that would make sense in medical school. Why, when you're already learning Latin terms for things in your studies, why naming diseases and disorders both while you're in school and afterwards as you get out of school will make things very useful for you to understand what a disease or a disorder is like just from looking at the name. Maybe not, obviously not 100%, but at least somewhat. Anyways, I've got a couple sources in the description for the stuff that I've looked up, and then Steven's dealing with this right now in medical school, so I wanted to talk to him about it.
This is a really creepy, like, underground, like, love area. But anyway, yeah, I feel
Hansers.
like... Hansers. Way better than those Beegers. But yeah,
so what are the two sides, like, of the debate actually like? Because I just know what I read, but...
I feel like most people don't like eponyms, and they're going away just for clarity's sake. Because, you know, why call something like Berger's disease when you can call it thrombophlebitis obliterans, and you know the name tells you what it is, you know? So it's just like one less thing to memorize.
Right, for the people who have to, for those who are studying in that field, it's more descriptive. But in terms of the patient, it doesn't really matter all that much.
Not even for, like, students and everything, too. People that don't specialize in one thing. Like, if you're not going to encounter this after medical school tests, you know, then you might not really remember what this random name means. But just hearing the name of something that's very descriptive, you would know what it means because it's telling you with its name, if that makes sense. So even like professionals that are very smart and everything, just
right, yeah, even after, yeah, so it helps while in medical school, and then even after medical school, when something new is discovered, you can use prior knowledge that you had from school to kind of get, like, you know, a superficial grasp of this new thing that's come out. No, I understand that, and I see the merits. Sorry, I also understand the other side of it. Right, wanting to honor people in history who have discovered things.
Which is interesting because a lot of these things are being renamed because the Nazis were the ones that discovered and named the disease.
Yeah,
and so now people are like,
I did read about a few of those.
Maybe that's not such a good idea. So I don't know, which is an interesting debate by itself, maybe.
Yeah, no,
Like-
that's true. Does it mean that the discovery was any less valuable? Although I would say that if your argument is that eponyms honor and reward somebody for their hard work, then you might not want to honor and reward someone
Right.
who was part of the Nazi regime. But that doesn't necessarily make the discovery any less valuable. Just that we may not necessarily want to honor it.
Right.
And that makes sense. But yeah, I was interested in this because I kind of heard it offhand, and I had never really thought about it. It's just something everyone sort of just says these names of diseases and disorders. You totally died.
Yeah, well, I only have the long-range tranq rifle for my non-lethal
Yeah,
skills.
dude. Yeah, dude, you gotta go stealth.
Well, I don't have any ammo anymore. Even. Yeah, I don't have any ammo even.
But yeah, so I thought it was interesting. I think eponyms are actually pretty interesting because there are a few
Yeah.
everyday words that are actually named after people. Well, the people's names became the word that we would associate with the thing,
Mhm.
and that's really, really common in medicine. And I had never really thought about it all that much
Yes.
until I heard it offhand. That there's tons of them. Like if you look up a list, there's tons of diseases and disorders
Mm-hmm.
that are named after people who either discovered them or contributed a lot of research
Right.
that eventually led to their discovery and understanding.
For sure.
So yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I would think you would
Yeah.
want to honor the people, but at the same time, I also understand that for education purposes,
I
you want it
mean-
to be as simple as possible for people in medical school and for professionals graduating from medical school to
I
use their
mean-
prior knowledge.
And yeah, so I brought up the Nazi things, and some people are also, excuse me, they like someone does most of the work in developing the disease, and then it's called like XY disease for the two people that discovered it, but then everyone just calls it like Y disease, and the guy that did most of the work doesn't get remembered anyway.
Yeah, I was looking at that. There's a couple that have like 3 or 4 names to them.
Right, and people only remember one or something. So I think it's important.
Or if
to-
somebody has a long name, sometimes their name gets abbreviated.
Right, and
What
it's
can I get
important,
for
I
you?
think, to remember people who have done, good things, and like people who have suffered like Lou Gehrig's disease and stuff. So we kind of remember these people and are able to use their suffering to, help other people and us, stuff like that. But at the same time, it's just, I think, for clarity, not only for students, but for other researchers, and because even the names that things end up getting aren't accurate. So I feel like a lot. I think a lot of that stuff is going away.
Yeah. And you know what? I can understand every argument on either side. And actually, if it wasn't for the point I'm about to bring up, I would 100% agree with let's use more descriptive, most likely Latin/Greek terms to describe or for the names of diseases and disorders, except for one thing. The understanding of the patient or the layperson. Now, if I tell you that you have Crohn's disease, that doesn't really give you all that much information, right? But
Right.
if I tell you that you have something like, right now I'm blanking on Latin terms. I'm going to use the same one I just used before, right? Like something like spongiform encephalitis or something like that, which is something that I heard offhand on The Illusionist, which is a podcast.
Right.
So I don't want to say that without like saying that I heard it on there. But yeah, so if I were to tell a patient that you have Crohn's disease versus something like spongiform encephalitis, one of those things sounds a little bit more approachable to the patient, a little bit more like they could grasp it, even though they can't. Like they literally,
I see what you're saying.
there isn't a way to do it. Like they don't understand it more because of the name. But Crohn's disease seems more approachable and less intimidating, right? That's like the difference between if I explained a math problem to you verbally and drew out a bunch of shapes versus if I threw up an algebraic equation up there and I
Right.
said solve for the function of blah, blah, blah. One of those things is generally just more intimidating. Doesn't mean it's harder.
Right.
It just
Oh
it
my
seems to
God,
be more
a
intimidating to most
sweet
people.
pad.
And same thing would go like for spreading awareness of something.
Mm-hmm.
An abbreviation for a name, which you could do with Latin terms, I bet. But an abbreviation or somebody's last name is typically something that's going to be more phonetically pleasing or just easier to say I mean, for lack of a better phrase, market and spread on social media to spread awareness, versus spongiform encephalitis probably isn't going to get a nice hashtag and trending on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it could. I'm not saying it's not possible, but that would be the only point I would make.
But I mean, there's stuff like ALS, which stands for like amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, I think, which isn't a very approachable word, but people can remember ALS. So I think there is value in making things approachable for patients. But that's something that, if you have something like that, your doctor should be really making sure that you're able to understand and explain to other people.
Well, you know what? So
but we have a hard time
not to
even spending the time to do that.
Not to cut you off there, but one thing just came to mind of something that we had talked about a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take the patient out of it. Now let's put in the media, right? And specifically, I mean like news, right? Your common news stations, Fox, MSNBC, CNN, ABC, whatever. So look what they did with stuff like swine flu.
Right.
So if the scientific term, because we don't want to use eponyms, is H1N1, which I'm not saying eponym should be used for the evolving influenza virus that changes all the freaking time. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying as an example, if you were to say something like, yeah, this virus is called H1N1, and that's just what we call it because we don't want to use an eponym. Because this is more descriptive for us, and H1N1 is still an abbreviation. Maybe it's for a longer term that's more descriptive to the medical community, but without the more phonetically pleasing name, which is usually what you get with an eponym, you then open it up to news stations like that being able to say things like swine flu,
right?
Swine flu.
So yeah, I mean,
which may or may not be a bad thing, right?
I mean, and the thing is, I think this can be. I mean, as much as people hate learning two names for everything, but I don't think that's a really huge problem, because we can call something Berger's disease or whatever, and then still know the like thrombophlebitis obliterans or whatever, and so you can just know both names, and it'll work out a-okay for everyone, basically.
I guess that's possible too. I feel like that may not hold up. Like if someone were to make a final ruling on we'll just use both names, we'll have a descriptive name for the medical community, and we'll have an eponym for patients and the layperson. I think that would set there. Eventually, someone would try to merge those two.
Right.
Someone would pick up on that.
Oh yeah, my breakthrough wall ability is broken. Forgot about that. Oh, look at my inventory. I've never been in this screen. Sorry. No,
it's okay. It's okay. I think we basically covered everything for that. I just wanted to talk about that and get your viewpoint.
Yeah. Well, and like the other day, I was looking through the patient's chart with my attending or whatever, and he was like, I was like, oh, he says he's got this like Steinert's myotrophic disease or something, and he was like, what is that? And I'm like, I have no idea. I've never heard this before. And then like, so I had to Google it, and it's like, oh, it's Steiner's myotrophic disease, also known as, myotrophic disease type 1, which we did know. So it's just kind of annoying that
I could see how especially for professionals, having multiple names gets tedious, and it does not help with your job. You
like
already
I
have enough to
said,
memorize.
Like if you specialize and you know everything about this little bit of stuff, it makes it harder when you have to learn all this other, or there's this other stuff that I don't know, if that makes sense.
No, I gotcha. But, I just wanted to bring it up and talk about it, get your viewpoint. So I think we'll end it here, and we'll see you guys next time on Dialogic for part 5.